Hey y'all, it's me, Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog, also known as the Chatty Pen Pal channel. I am here for you today with a snail mail project. It's a mini pocket letter. Now, before I forget, because let's be honest, I always forget, I have everything linked down below. So that's my socials, such as Instagram and of course Patreon, if you want more content as well as behind the scenes, and my Instagram page, but also the supplies I'm using. I cannot link everything, for example Aliexpress supplies or things that I've received from my pen pals, I cannot link, but the rest, such as my glass crafting mat, I don't know, the score and trim tool, the fuse tool, this collection of goodies, as well as the pocket letter sleeves and everything, they're all linked on Amazon down below. So if you need anything, feel free to use my links. I also get something in return. You don't pay anything extra, but I get a small commission. So I would be super grateful if you would use my link. Now, not gonna lie, this seems to be like a recurring theme on my channel, but I once again did this voiceover. This is my, what is it, fifth? I don't know. I've done this voiceover numerous times and I wasn't happy. So I'm gonna do it again and again until I'm done. The only problem is I'm kind of on the clock because this video needs to go live in 4 hours. And I know this is not a long video, but I do always spend quite a bit of time filming it, working on it and editing it before uploading it. So 4 hours is not very long. So I'm on the clock, but I decided to do it once more in the hopes of having a voiceover that I was actually very proud of. So here goes nothing. What I'm doing in the background is of course trimming these lovely tags, not sponsored by the way, these lovely tags to size, and trimming papers so that they fit into the pocket letter sleeves. I think I already told you, but in case you didn't know, these sleeves are not official pocket letter sleeves. They're actually playing card sleeves or baseball card sleeves. So if you ever are in an old school game store where they have playing cards or Pokemon cards, you might very well find some of these sleeves. If not, I have them linked down below. Anywho, I am just trimming papers, and then in the meantime I'll do that chatting that I promised you. I know not everyone cares about my chatting, but it's part of who I am on this channel, so I'm not giving up. Anywho, this project, this lovely little project that I'm actually quite pleased with because it's fall themed and it uses the Crazy Days collection, which is my current favorite collection, and fall themed crafting is my current favorite type of crafting. I dropped it off in the mailbox today. I was quite late in sending it, not that I had a deadline or anything, but I wrote the letter that went with this in the beginning of November, and it's now the beginning of December, so in between writing that letter and actually sending it out, there's a month. I don't know what happened. That's just how I go, I guess. If you ever receive a letter from me, you will probably see that there's a lot of time in between writing it and sending it out, because that's just, I get stuck often. And that's also what happened here. That also means that this fall themed project might probably arrives, because it's going all the way to the USA at the receiver when it's already winter for her, so then a fall themed project might not be that relevant anymore, but I honestly hope that the receiver loves it as much as I do. I normally don't really care if someone sends me a summer themed mail. Kira, this one's for you. I don't usually care if someone sends me a summer themed mail in in fall, or a spring themed mail in winter. I don't really care, but I always feel that my videos need to be somewhat relevant, so I won't upload fall themed videos anymore when it's winter, but it's not officially winter, so give me this, okay? I just love this so much. I really enjoy this. I don't know. See, this is why I'm really doing the voiceover, but I'm gonna try and struggle my way through. Let me tell you something about today, and let me slow down because I'm rambling and talking way too fast. let me tell you about today. I've been trying to go outside a lot more often, which is always good. Going outside is always beneficial, but for me, hopefully it's extra beneficial because I have been super tired. You heard me talk about that before, and one of the reasons why I could, this is just theories, but one of the reasons why I could be tired is because of a lack of natural light. You get natural light not just from sunshine, but from going outside. You get that hit even when there's clouds and stuff like that. So I try to go outside more often. Of course, I always try to do that, but now I feel that it is even more necessary because I'm having a terrible case of winter blues. I feel quite sad, and the dark, cold, shorter days really influence my mood. And I read up on it, and there's a very good possibility that my fatigue, my constant, slow, snail tiredness is actually from a lack of natural light. So, long story short, go outside, kids. This is news. Yep, you got a little yawn. Little news intermezzo, you know. Which is usually there when I craft. But anyway, I went outside to drop this mail off in the mailbox, and I can tell you it was a perfect morning to go outside because there was sunshine and it wasn't that cold. I hate cold, in case you didn't realize. It's not just the darkness I hate, it's the cold as well. There was sunshine, and I walked for like 35 to 40 minutes, and I felt so energized after. I felt so good. I did a lot of things in the household. So a lot of cleaning and vacuuming and even mopping the floor, which is good. So it feels like a productive day. And I wanted to tell you that. I don't know why. Oh, the tool we are using in the background is a fuse tool. When I started pen paling, they were super popular, but you don't actually see them used that often anymore. Fuse tool basically melts the pages together. I made a shaker. The Sequins are from Aliexpress or penpals. I love making shakers. I don't make them often enough. And of course, I put the sequins in the front of the page, and then some of them went to the back of the page, which I hate. And I thought I could let it go, but I couldn't. So I tried to get them out. Hey, the video cut me off there. That's weird. I tried to get them out. And then when you get one of the sequins out from the back page, 3 more appear. It's annoying. But okay, for some reason the video cut me off, but I used Nuvo Vintage Drops. I forgot, it's Pioneer Green or it's green. I forgot what the name, but I will link those, the Nuvo drops down below in case you want to check them out. I used them to embellish that tag a little bit more because I was trying different things like die cuts, but I wanted the tag to shine on its own, not do too much to it, so I just decided to use some Nuvo dots, and now I'm going to use my new favorite tool. A lot of people like crafting to be simple, but I love using tools, okay? There are so many cool things you can do. That's a A Dile. Don't ask me why it's called that. I think it's a really weird name, but basically what it does, I tried to explain this in an earlier voiceover and it went terribly, but basically what it does is it punches an eyelet into a hole, so your tag looks cooler. I didn't do a better job of explaining it now, but trust me, you would have laughed at me when you heard the other explanation. But the A Dile is also linked down below. Not sponsored, I'm just a fan myself. And I also want to go back a couple seconds to when you saw me pouring the tea from that bottle thingy. Yes, I use a cloth around it because it leaks. It's super annoying. I don't want tea on all of my craft supplies, so I know it looks stupid, but I needed to refill my tea supply. The next thing I'm doing is, normally I would put goodies in these pockets, and I did put goodies in one of the pockets, but I liked the way the tag had lines on the back. So instead of covering it with goodies, I decided to write a little list on it that you could read if you flip the pocket letter over. So I copied that list at the top: pumpkins, candles, hot chocolate, fuzzy socks, falling leaves, sweaters, and then I added some of my own. I added cozy nights, big mugs of tea, changing colors, and I think I added reading books as last one. I'm just thinking What am I adding? A good book. A good book. I added a good book, and then I'm just adding a tiny doodle there. Whenever I say doodle, it sounds like I say doo-doo, but I mean like a tiny drawing, okay? I didn't actually draw a doo-doo. That would be rude. So I'm adding that, and then the tag is going to be finished. Normally I would put twine or thread through, that's difficult for me to say, thread through the hole, so that it looks like a finished tag. I decided not to do that simply because I wanted to do something different, and also because I thought the tag looked cute with the eyelet, and I was afraid you couldn't really see the eyelet anymore if I added twine. And last thing I forgot, last thing I'm doing is I'm adding some little scribbles, just some lines around the tag too, because I didn't feel like it was finished. Now I think it's finished. Now I need to put, what is always my speech? Now I need to put it in the pocket letter, otherwise I'm gonna continue adding things and I won't like it anymore. And yes, I always do that. I think some of us will recognize when you make a shaker, you shake it all the time until you seal that envelope and it's gone, okay? You're gonna shake it as often as you can because they are mesmerizing. The last thing we're doing is we're decorating that third pocket paper page. I have that raccoon sticker. It's so cute. I think that's absolutely adorable. I don't usually like drawings of animals, but I have to admit for this collection I love everything, so I also love the animals. And then I'm just trying to find some things to turn it into a little collage. I'm adding a pumpkin and some other things to fill up that page. Pocket letters for me are difficult because my projects are usually, every page is centered around some sort of goodie, and when you make a pocket letter, all of the pages are usually little collages, and for some reason I struggle with that because I always feel like it needs to have a purpose, and when it's just a collage it looks pretty, but I always struggle with that a lot more. I don't know if that's just me. I also don't know why I included that story, but I'm just chatty that way. That little basket is a basket filled with die cut labels and circles and stuff like that I can use for address labels. You all know I love address labels. And then the one I picked is a stamp, a label stamp, because I love labels. I love everything that's simple. I stamped a label onto craft paper and then I cut them out. I also share them a lot as goodies. I don't know how other people feel about these things. Like if you would receive a couple of labels like the one that I'm gluing down now, would you like that, or is that boring? I don't know. It makes me so happy. I always hope that it makes someone else happy too, but maybe the majority of people think that's stupid. Do tell me. I am interested. I have a thing for anything that's simple, I guess. And I'm like just gluing everything down after moving it around until I'm satisfied. I'm just gonna glue everything down, and the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick some goodies to go in that pocket on the back. And now it's on its way. I also added some other things. I added them off camera because I don't know, I had weight left. Like when I put on 2 stamps, it's 50 grams. So I thought I could just fill up that envelope with some more goodies, and in the end I ended up making a little bundle with more of those things I love, with more tags and more tickets and more labels. I really am boring, I think. And then I also filled a little envelope with a ton of random stickers, you know, just like a sticker bomb envelope. And I wrapped the letter with some twine. And I sent it out like that. So here I'm going to add some, that's the little collage. Here I'm going to add some goodies in the back of that pocket. But before you all leave, let me just do my outro already. Let me start nice and on time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up, and hopefully you will want to subscribe to my channel. If you do, you get more of these videos, of course. If you want to see more of me, I also have an Instagram page. I already mentioned this, as well as a Patreon page where you can get behind the scenes and other extras. yeah, and that's it. Leave me a comment down below if you want. I always love reading them. I try to reply to all of them, and even if I don't reply, I read all of them. And to a small YouTuber like myself, that really means the world to read your words. That sounds super sappy, but it's true. I mean, I put a lot of time and effort into these videos simply because it's a hobby, and then to read that other people enjoy this too, that just means a lot. So I hope you guys are all doing okay. I hope you got to enjoy some sunshine today, or that you will get to enjoy some sunshine this week. I also want to, of course, thank my patrons, because they are the ones who made the new camera possible. I'm so happy who made the new camera possible. I will see you all in the next video. Friday's video is going to be a special one because it will be a video that I would normally only upload to Patreon. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!